guys, welcome to episode 2 of season 7. We hope you are doing well. Thank you so much for the love that you have shown us on episode 1, season 7, where we had the Mohias and we were talking about public love. I am Wanjiru and I'm joined by...
My name is Ben Psycho. Super pumped to be here. You guys gave us some amazing feedback on the last episode. So let me read a few comments.
Go.
My God, Wanjiru is so beautiful.
Thanks.
That's cute and aggressive and I love it. Wanjiru, 10 over 10 minus nothing.
Hey, you're reading. It's commented more.
No, lazy.
But I'm taking them. Thank you.
Wanjiru is looking fantastic.
Hey,
and I'm not like
babe,
By the way, you guys, you have internet. Just go check on the comment section. Somebody saying that I've had such a good laugh. Shoeless for me. This was such a beautiful video. Please have the Mohias back again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you so much. There's so many comments that came through. I had missed just being
on sets. Yeah,
just doing the Jared podcast.
Yeah, and today is no different.
Yeah.
We are excited to have a special couple join us for today's conversation. I think by this time the cameras have now revealed who our couple is. Karibuni sana to the joy, right? Makofi Ben.
Oh, okay. Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Makofi to this couple will allow you guys to introduce yourselves and then I'll give you a fun fact.
Okay.
All right, we'll start where you guys go. Whoever wants to go first.
I'll go with the ladies first.
Okay.
I'm Rachel. And I'm excited to be here at the Joyride.
Okay. Karibu.
I'm Jeff Ochieng Dindi. And looking forward to this conversation.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Nice. So what do we call? What's the name?
The couple name.
What's the couple name? Yeah.
Like us with the karaoke's.
The Ochiengs.
The Ochiengs.
So
Okay.
the Ochiengs in the building.
And I think they're being modest. These guys ran the platform Present Fatherhood.
Yeah.
If you have not checked them out, please do check them out. I think they have very, very good, authentic content. And the fun fact is that Rachel and I were in high school together.
Oh.
So it's
Wow.
good to reconnect here on this
How have you
platform.
recovered from the trauma?
Oh, St. Anne's.
Yeah.
He makes fun of St. Anne's all the
St.
time.
Anne's, the stories there were crazy.
Oh, hey,
St. Anne's. I didn't forget
That's
that.
the school anthem.
Yeah, we had that.
I thought you were Kikuyu.
Leave this one. Leave this one alone. Yeah, but we're
Were
so
you guys in
happy.
the same
Oh,
year?
sorry.
No. She was ahead of me.
Yeah,
Oh,
a year
yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Rachel, just check your M-Pesa. How was she?
Leave this one alone.
Right, we want to know. Was she like an index 1, CU, or she the bad girl?
Well, what I remember the most, she had a lovely handwriting. She was
Oh,
a
she
little-
did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mbona ilikuwa unaandika mbele ya assembly?
Not really.
Well,
She
notice
was,
board.
Actually, no, Mimi.
she was also the lead cop. So, yeah.
Then I moved to house.
I don't remember you moving to house, but I do remember we spent a
Is
lot
that
of
a
time in the
promotion or a
lead.
demotion?
Going to house.
this
Yeah,
one.
it's like...
I wouldn't say. I feel like lead cops were really chilled because it's like they had their own unmanned territory.
Yeah, we had like our own universe.
Yeah, in that.
Books, yeah.
You can imagine almost like Mozart playing or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
Was she a
inside.
tough cop?
What is this about?
It's about your history.
What is this? No, can we
I
not?
think everybody has everything to say
Okay.
about her. I would possibly say she was chilled
Yeah.
for me.
Okay.
Towards
Okay.
me, I guess. Yeah.
And how was Rachel?
Gosh, can I remember? I remember we were friends. Yeah, despite us there being a year difference between us,
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
we used to talk a lot.
To mentor her. Did you used to mentor her?
I can't remember.
Like,
Like,
nisi-
when
when
was I in
umetuma
high
barua?
school?
I think she helped me out in biology slightly. And then what I remember is that after high school, I think we hooked up a bit.
Yeah, because we were living in the same
Yeah,
area.
it's just- yeah,
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I also have a fun fact.
Okay.
Yeah, go.
Drop it.
When I wanted to start Present Fatherhood,
Yeah.
she's the first person I called.
I remember that conversation.
Yes. And
I
she was
remember that
like,
conversation.
just start.
Just start.
just start.
And look at where Present Fatherhood is right now.
How's it been?
That was 7 years ago.
Yeah.
You started Present Fatherhood 7 years ago.
Yes.
How's the journey been?
Wonderful. It's been tough. It's been with a lot of obstacles.
Yeah.
machines and things failing, and us having to shift from photos and now Instagram
Videos,
using reels,
Yeah.
and now I have to go to stories, and now before I know it, TikTok is here.
Yeah.
So and we've maneuvered and meandered through. And here we are.
Yeah.
Nice one. Maybe for somebody who has never watched or doesn't know about Present Fatherhood, maybe you can tell them, what is it about?
Well, so Present Fatherhood is about encouraging fathers to be present beyond financial provision, because I realize that fathers tie their presence to financial provision.
Yeah.
And yet there is a lot to being a father. One, because when we just got started in life, I realized that I was left with taking care of a baby when Rachel had started work and I didn't have work. And at 3 a.m. I would look at the gate and to just check, is she here? Because the overwhelm was a lot.
3 a.m. or 3 p.m.?
3 p.m.
Or 3
3
p.m.
Yeah.
I would just check.
And how old was this baby at this time?
Around 9 months. And she would leave once she has prepared everything. I mean, this is the milk, this is the diaper, this is like everything is just prepared.
There.
But at the end of the day, I will be like, where is she, so that I can hand over this thing?
Yeah.
But I think
I know that feeling.
So from that experience is what I realized. So women balance this and still do the normal things that we do and brag about that, I am the provider,
They need to submit. They need to bow down to Kim Jong-un.
So that's what pushed me to be like, I need to push this agenda out there that, men, get more involved. Break the stereotypes and just get involved.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you get messages from men who say that, Jeff, you've really inspired me, or I'm learning from you, or please walk with me in this journey?
Fun enough, now I am. Before I wasn't. Because I remember when I called Wanjiru, she was like, first I was kind of the only male person in that space. Most male people are either comedians or just something else, but none was in that space. So when I started, people were like, wait a minute, what is this dude doing? What is this? But over time, consistently just pushing that agenda, of course, at first people are like, what, you're crazy. Then the next minute you find 2 people who are like, oh, but hey, you're making sense. Then you push now I'm getting many people. I think the last comment I was reading on my platform, Facebook, I got somebody, they were like, I want to be like this father.
Guy.
And under that comment, there were other replies that this guy, this is exactly the kind of father I want to be.
Bro, that's
so
dope,
Hey,
man.
that's amazing.
So
You know, the reason I'm asking that, and the reason why I've spent some time that, is that we've had a lot of toxicity around masculinity, where we've defined masculinity as being this rugged bad boy who doesn't take responsibilities or stuff like that. And that it was at a high around from 2021 all the way to like 2023. Right now it's dying off. But like we have seen the rise of that toxic masculinity globally, not even just in Kenya. So it was when I saw your content, I was like, this is very, very dope stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you for changing that narrative.
Absolutely. And we keep on changing it.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been married? Sorry,
It's okay.
I'm also
It's
dying
okay.
to know that.
Oh yeah.
It's the women who keep the dates, huh?
Yeah. Do we quiz him first? Do we quiz him first?
No, I keep the dates.
Please.
21 November
Hapo ndio kizungumkuti.
27.
I think we're on our 10th year.
Oh,
So we just crossed over to from marking a decade of being together.
10 years married.
Yeah, well, we solemnized our union 4 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah,
10 years
yeah, but we've been, because our eldest is 8,
Yeah.
and we courted briefly and said, me, I'm not doing this, girlfriend, boyfriend, come on, yeah. So that's 10. We're on the now 11th year.
11th year mark.
Yeah, now leaving the 11th year, right? So you've done 10 years, so now you're leaving the 11th year.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long have we been married?
4 years.
4 years.
4 years this year.
We have a relationship podcast.
You guys,
The audacity.
that's why we have the one.
Trust me. In your second or first year, you just
You.
Yeah.
You have all that you have an experience packed up together
Yeah.
by crossing year 2. So I mean, yeah.
What would you say is the secret for 11 years for you guys? Not secret for marriage, but for you guys. What has helped you for those 11 years now? For you and for you.
I think for me, I'd say being great friends.
Okay.
I view Jeff as my greatest friend.
You guys were friends before.
Yeah. He ran my campaign. I hired him to
Oh,
run,
in
run my
uni.
campaign.
There's a story there. So
Yeah.
how did you guys meet?
We were in uni together.
Yeah, I remember it.
More uni. Deep in
LD.
cases, yes. And I wanted to vie for a student leadership position. I asked a friend, hey, do you know people who can help me out? I need probably some kind of people. And she suggested him, and that's how I got to know him. So I started researching for my vying a year before.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got introduced to the guy, asked for his CV, discussed payment terms. And,
You are so serious.
I know I had a bodyguard friends,
Oh, really?
For what position were you
running
guys?
for?
not president. It was a catering director position.
Are you at a bodyguard?
I know.
we learned a lot from that experience, by the way. We learned a lot. I'm the one who brought up the team. The team that died with her until the last minute.
Yeah.
Up to date, we are still
TMT,
great.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like they were that loyal. But yes, she had a bodyguard, a trained karate guy. Who was,
Oh, like he actually knew
Okay.
to fight.
yes.
Come on. Catering.
So wait.
Well,
Come on, Patricia was saying.
I
ask
don't
my
know.
campaign manager.
Oh, okay.
Explain this. Why did you add
A bodyguard.
in the
Karate,
payroll?
Jackie Chan.
Yes, please. Was that misappropriation of funds?
Oh.
You know, she's the one who requested a bodyguard.
Leo Di Trajero.
She's the one who I was like, why do you need a bodyguard? Among many other things that my boss couldn't heed to was that, in campus politics, you have to go, greeting people, hugging people. But my candidate was,
Very serious.
yes, we can. She took it very seriously.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we lost.
You guys.
That was my question. Did you
Yeah,
guys
I was
win?
Very concerned about.
The narrative goes that he lost the campaign, but he won the girl.
Yeah.
I mean,
A win is and that's a very strong win.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a very strong win.
So that's
Were
what
the votes rigged or?
they were. Okay.
Anyway, it was Jackie Chan.
I was
What
not
ha-
going to that.
What happens that, campus politics, especially public university, they take on the tribal lines where now coalitions are being made, Luos, Luya, Kwaluya,
I only have 20
Embus.
And Kwanza uko Moi. Yeah, I remember. So na Kwanza uko Moi.
Just like one in the whole of and probably they were not even in Moi Uni.
they're having their tribe meeting and they're like,
Pay for Buddha Buddha
they
for
look
them.
like siblings. They're just 5.
I'm
God.
happy to be a purebred.
Yeah.
Lovely small community. Yeah, they even told me to change my name to Ombogo.
Oh,
And
okay.
You didn't have like another tribe that formed a coalition with you so that you could win.
They were in the Kikuyu
The
coalition.
Oh,
and the Kikuyus had
Gema.
a candidate
The
also.
Mlima.
Mlima also had a candidate.
Oh, so there was no way you were going to
You
win.
step down so that this person can.
Oh, that's what they suggested.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
guys are so brutal even at campus level.
to go as an independent candidate, and I think there was a strike somewhere, and we closed off just when we were at the peak of our campaigns. And then people had to come back to uni, so the votes, I don't know how.
How many votes did you get?
I can't really remember the number, but I don't know.
Can't remember.
Yeah, no, of course. You
It's-
forget
It's worth forgetting.
that part.
But what we learned is that if we were to ever go into a, elective position, I'm the one who will be buying.
Yeah, the one who's gonna be
Yeah, and then
she'll be behind the scene.
Yeah, because she's very good at the
strategy.
connection.
I agree.
Knowing the connection.
Yeah.
Knowing where the money is going to come from. Which fundraising are we going for? The banners. You know?
Oh, yeah.
And
I
me,
see
I
that.
think I can.
You can
You
vibe.
can hug many people.
I can.
You can be a political.
You can bring this home.
I can bring this home.
Yeah.
I can,
Wow.
I can bring this home.
What's your secret? You said being friends, right?
Yes. For me is spending a lot of time together. I think since we started living together, I've only been employed for less than 2 years. The total 10 years. So the rest of 8 years we wake up and we see each other the whole day.
Wow.
You know, and so through that, whether they piss you off, whether it's a happy day, you have to put up with it. You have to find a solution when things are bad.
Yeah.
So we've gotten to know each other in out. So
Wow.
that is the secret.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we're glad to have you guys. We're going to jump into the conversation. We're discussing love bombing in relationships. I don't have my phone, so we'll give the guest the honors. In case anyone is new here on the Joyride, we'll pass these questions around. Nobody here on set has seen them, and we're all going to answer them together. So if you pick a question, say for example, Jeff, all of us are going to answer it.
Okay.
Maybe you explain to us also what's love bombing.
I wanted to read. Okay, yeah. Love bombing is when someone overwhelms you with excessive affection, attention, and gifts to influence or manipulate you. It often happens in romantic relationships, especially at the beginning, making the recipient feel special and deeply connected. However, it can be a form of emotional manipulation, as the person doing it may later become controlling, withdraw affection, or use guilt to maintain power in the relationship.
If you think back to one of the instances that you have been love bombed or you have love bombed, what do you think makes it unsustainable to keep up with the love bombing? Is it A, you lose interest once you feel you have won the person over? B, it becomes too expensive financially to keep up? C, it becomes too emotionally draining to keep up? Or D, any other reason? Explain the reason.
So if you've love bombed before, or if it's happened to you,
I think we can start there. Have you love bombed or been love bombed in this or any relationship previous?
have you been love bombed?
No.
Where somebody loved you so much, but they wanted to use that against you.
I feel so. I feel I have had an experience with that. Yeah.
Talk to me about it.
No, it's just like that relationship where you felt like this person was spending so much time with you, can stop whatever they're doing for you, show up for you. And at first you believe it's because this person is genuinely interested in you. But I think it was a way to get me also interested in him. And then now, because I felt like in that relationship, there was a lot of manipulation that went on, and especially emotional. So I feel like that's how he ringed me in. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
For you?
It's like I saw this story that happened. It was trending on TikTok a lot, where this guy said that the girlfriend cheated on him. And when he went out to do a video, he said that he had paid rent for this house. He had picked this house. He had really loved this girl. So he expected some level of commitment. And then a lot of people now came out. So now it became like, nowadays everything turns out to be a gender war. So a lot of the female influencers as well on TikTok are saying that ladies, but if you're with a guy and you feel like you're not yet married, you can still be on the lookout for more. But the gents are like, if you want to find better, then you better leave this relationship so that you find better. So for me, I'm looking at maybe at the initial point of him providing all these things for this girl, that's what love in hopes of getting a proper relationship in return. That's what love bombing is, right?
I would assume, yeah.
But then also the question comes in, then how do you know the intention? How do you know that this person is not just smothering you with all this love because they want to get because they will use this against you or emotionally manipulate you, or this is just genuine, they're just a nice person? That's the question you can answer. Good job. Have I love bombed? I can't remember an instance.
Have you been love bombed?
Never, of course.
Okay. No one has shown you so much love and affection. Jeff? Rachel? Who wants to go first?
I can't remember. Maybe I've love bombed Jesus. I don't know. But anyway, I think
Must be a long time, man. Because if you've been married 10 years.
10 years, yeah.
He's really trying to retrieve those files.
Yeah.
Your house.
one, I think it's because I don't think I've been in so many relationships before I met her.
Yeah.
Maybe one or two. And then,
One or two.
Yeah.
Wow.
One or two. And then, don't think of any
Instances.
So I think I've been love bombed before. How did I know? You get this gut feeling that constantly tells you this is too much. There's the natural flow of how relationships should go. And your gut feeling will constantly tell you where you are. Like you can just feel it. Even if you can get a Versace, whatever, or just the latest, whatever. But, you get to ask yourself, okay. And then maybe you have a conversation with this person next and you almost hear them repeating, oh, I got you this and I got you that. And so it's more like they're trying to math the math, especially if maybe you're saying, I don't want this to be done to me or I don't like this. So it ends up not working because therefore they have the sense of control because they are the biggest investors. Yeah, so it's more like a venture capitalist or something.
And now wants to see their returns.
But is it, are you still gonna call it love bombing if you're very interested in this person? Because I feel like if you're not so interested in this person, that's when you feel like they are doing the most. But if you really love this person as well, or you have this huge crush on them, or you're very interested in them, is it still love bombing, or is that now just a pure love and it has?
But the excess gifts and all these things is ideally to wrap you first. So you're going to you'll just get the bait.
How would you know?
How would you know?
How would somebody know that maybe all these gifts and all these things are meant to put so that they can have a hold of me?
When now you reach a point where you've received all these things and then you're being asked to do things that the relationship you don't want.
Or they don't align with you.
Yeah, exactly. So it starts to feel like it's.
And I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Is this that women are the ones that get love bombed a lot?
That's what I wanted to come to, because even us, like you, even in this table, like we are the ones who have experiences with love bombing, and you guys were like, no.
Think of an instance. Okay, so what's your question?
Like what Jeff was saying, like women are more prone to being love bombed than you guys.
Maybe it's also because the men very straightforward. Like if I like you, I'll entertain whatever that's happening. But if I don't, no matter how much love bombing you do for me, sending me a poem every night, come cook dinner for me,
Or you're bado ujali
vest,
bado ujali.
I think Hollywood has defined for us what love is, and that has affected women the most. And so, since men are the ones that chase, we've taken that script, and that is what now we use, and we just turn on the volume, and then is when it becomes love bombing. And because women have also watched a lot, and that is what they expect, and we already know that is what they expect, that is what we do. All right, but for us, it's very few instances where you get a lady coming and now they are the ones who are pushing and attacking and doing all this stuff. So that's why the love bombing now turns more to
women than men.
Yeah.
To that question was asking what makes love bombing unsustainable.
Yes. So
the options were A.
What do you think makes it unsustainable to keep up with the love bombing?
Finance.
Is it you lose interest once you feel you have won the person over?
I think if I can think back to that my situation, I think it was a case of like, sasa huyu nimempata, like now let's move on to other things, like goal achieved, let's move on. Because I don't think for me, because point B was about money, right? Expenses. Because for me, they weren't using a lot of money, but they were using emotional. And if you want to get to me, I think you get to me through my emotions. So I think once alipata, game over.
I think A is actually a common one.
Yeah.
And C says it becomes too emotionally draining to keep up. Yeah. You know, I love you, the poems, and it comes to a point, especially
Very
now
mediocre.
once you've won over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was tiring.
Yeah.
Stop, man.
Even financially, because they say the recruitment budget is not the same as the recurrent budget.
But I think
So
that
when you're trying to win her over, the recruitment budget has to go a bit up.
what other reason do you think?
Any other reason? I don't have any that comes to mind. Anyone here?
No, I don't have any other.
Yeah.
And actually, it is said that in narcissistic relationship, this is actually one of the weapons that they use.
They use,
Yes.
the love bombing.
Yes.
Okay.
We give. Oh, okay, go.
Let's give the guest. That's
Let the guests ask first. You can go next.
What is your definition of love bombing? And then, in your experience, do you think love bombing exists in marriages and or long-term relationships? When was the last time your partner's love bombed you?
Ooh, that's a good one.
In fact, that's why I want to avoid
That's a
that
good
Google
one.
definition, Kiasi.
Uh-huh.
Because how I know love bombing is when the people who just love showing love, or it's like this season where you are showing so much love towards.
But
this
before you
person.
continue, there's another question there that says, what is the difference between love bombing and being swept off your feet?
Now
I think that's where,
That's where you are.
that's where you are. You,
Wait there?
they're being swept off your
Where
feet.
you
What
are
you're trying to
feeling-
Oh, that's
describe.
being swept off your feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think love bombing has a negative, like a manipulation angle to it. Like you're not doing it from a genuine place. It's from a place of either wanting to wield power or to kind of either to hold somebody hostage based on what you constantly give to them.
And can we say that it can also happen subconsciously? That cannot be your intention at the beginning. Then, but once you know, when relationships start, normally I think they have the characteristic of a love bombing.
Yes.
Right? But now once you win that person over, and now the relationship meets the road, you know, now you start experiencing the shakings of the marriage. Now at that point, now you start using that period to now take advantage of
the
And
person.
that's my definition of love bombing, is that it's like you're doing the most because you're attacking his old damn box, not necessarily because you want to use it against her. It's just doing the most because you want to win her over. It's not like later on you're going to remind her and nilikupeleka here and there.
But now what's the difference between that and then being swept off of your feet?
Hey, being swept off your feet is now where you're simping proper. Like,
See, it's the same thing, like intention-wise. You're on the same,
you're right.
Yeah.
I think it's just simping pro max because you like somebody.
Love bombing?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I tend to look at it from like bombing. So when you're bombing something, the intention is to destroy. So that's when like the negative angle of things. So it's sending a lot of love. It comes with force. It comes a lot, but the intention is it has a negative angle towards it.
Would you also say that when you're doing so, there's something that you want? There's always something that you want.
It's like premeditated, really.
Yeah.
It's not that. That's why I would say it's not the same as being swept off your feet, because being swept off your feet is almost a natural, free flow. I can't control this feeling from both parties. But love bombing, one person has already a pre-calculated. A pre-calculated
But every time you're trying to hit on somebody, there's something that you want.
It's like you know, like now you want, say, like me, you want to katia me and you want me to ingia your box. And you know, you want to sort of like, because you're not, but say you're a narcissist and now you want to control me. Sindio? So, you know, like for me, emotions are very key for me.
Okay.
So you will come, you show me love, you show me affection, you spend all your time with me, you dedicate time, you cancel things for me. But your intention really is not because you love me or you want to be with me and spend the rest of your life
What's my
with me.
intention?
It's that negative aspect where you want to wield power and control me.
It could be maybe
It's a
she
psychopath.
has money. You could even love bomb to the extent that, you know, you could now get access to her accounts.
Oh,
stuff.
really?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what is the question?
What is your definition of love bombing? I think everyone has said that. In your experience, do you think love bombing exists in marriages and or long-term relationships? In your experience.
Does love bombing exist in marriages?
I would imagine. Yeah, I would imagine.
Maybe when you want your partner to do something for you, you know.
I think there are very many relationships that are based on manipulation. So, marriage relationships, or even long-term ones.
Maybe I'm speaking from privilege. You're saying that there are people who could be dating for a long period of time and that relationship is based on manipulation.
I believe that can happen.
But this other person can't tell that this is manipulation or
You're far too gone, or you keep on showing me the things that you keep on giving me the things that I want. You see, like if it's the love thing, you keep on showing me those two small hints of affection, but you've controlled me, brainwashed me completely that I can't see.
What does that look like? Sorry.
For instance, if you've known that your partner's love language is gifts, so that's what you constantly do. You know, you go on trips, come back with gifts. Yet you've messed up. You constantly go out of your marriage. You constantly stay out. You do all the things that they don't like. But what you do in return is you come back with a gift
to say so, and you say sorry.
Okay, now I'm getting
a gold ring.
Yeah.
And she'll be excited.
She'll
Or
be
he'll be
excited.
excited.
Yeah.
You can forget it for a while.
Yeah.
Then you do the same thing again. You know.
You repeat the same cycle.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's it's like, okay, it's not like true love. It's like there's something underneath it.
It's
Yeah.
just a transaction.
Yeah.
Or if you know their love language is quality time.
Acts of service.
Or acts of service.
Unapata umeosha hadi
Utakuja uzifanye.
Yes, you can even do it for a week.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
Alafu you go back to your wicked ways.
Default settings.
So there are very many marriages that do exist in that
Yeah.
kind.
Especially once, as they say sometimes, that you realize that one person, quote unquote, loves you more than you do, because there's always that tilt in marriage. Sometimes the other person loves more, sometimes it's the other person. Yeah.
One of my principles throughout dating was I would never be with somebody who I love more than they love me.
Why?
Because that's it. They have more power over you. They have more power over you. Like
now?
just go home, cry it out, whatever. Just get over that person.
Like,
You
don't be
cannot in a
there.
relationship where you love somebody more than they love you.
Where do you think that came from? Did it come from a past experience?
Good question, Jeff.
Is this something that you observed?
People who are going
That's a very good
Yes,
question.
or did you observe it, you know, at
Yeah.
home? Where did it can't just have appeared that, you know what, I'm this person, this is what I prefer.
I don't know. It's just maybe in the Jeshimu.
No, I think you're scared of rejection, maybe.
Really?
Could it
maybe.
be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always be
Yeah.
You never want someone to
Hold a lot of power.
have the upper hand. And when
It's scary, really.
and when you love someone more than they love you, they have the upper hand.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. I cannot give that power to somebody. Then just go to somebody.
I know where it came from, Jeff. Simi Kando. I know where it came from.
When is Jeffrey
See, he asked the question.
And she has the answer.
I have the answer. I think because when how Ben grew up, and we can put this in the pod or remove it depending on how you feel. How he grew up, he went to, I think religion played a big part, and I think there's a way, not from the family setting but from the school setting, where he went to a very religious school, and like from as early as an age of like class 5, they were going for fasting and praying. And I don't think that's ideal for a class 5 child. So I think that almost feeling like if you don't do this, you're going to do this. If you don't do this, you're going to go to hell. This is going to happen. I think that made you feel that at any one point, you never want anyone to feel like they hold the keys to your entire destiny. And I feel like that happened in that situation.
Psychology will find out. I disagree with that 100%.
That's my thinking.
I agree that it can be traumatizing.
Kume kuniona kando ingekuwa the correct
Ingekuwa fake news.
I agree that maybe that was a bit extreme, and it has had its consequences.
Yeah, I think it had its
consequences.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like it's there in this situation. I feel like if you're in a relationship with somebody that you love more than they love you, that's already instable. That's unstable.
But you can never love each other equally. You can never love each other equally.
Do you think we love each other equally?
I believe so.
What if you found out that you love me more?
I mean, I'd be okay with it. Well, yeah.
It takes us to the next question. When was the last time your partner love bombed you? When was the last time your partner love bombed you?
When was the last time your partner love bombed you?
I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah. Lord Jesus, February
You?
14th.
For you?
No, I want to hear from you.
Remember, love bombing has a negative connotation, Ben.
Oh, okay. Me, I'm still looking at it as smothering with love.
So when you smothered her with love, what did you want at that time?
This guy has the right question.
That's for off the camera.
Right question.
Yeah, that's true. There's something maybe you might want.
Yeah. For you guys?
For me, I think anytime that I think the moments that I love bomber is I think when I want sex.
Okay.
Because I think for women, sex is good when they also want it. And there's no better way to get good sex when you do the right things and you press the right buttons. Then they will reciprocate.
Yeah.
So I think when was this? No.
Off camera. That's it.
Trouble.
I think if I do that, they will. That is the last time.
Do you think she knows? Do you know that he's doing this because he wants sex?
Yeah, I think over time you get to know that, because sometimes you're probably not in the mood, maybe naturally, depending. And I think men are on the mood most of the time, in comparison to hormonal shifts of
Every minute of every day.
You have to take a week man, of love bombing, a week of.
Yeah. So you get to know that. Yeah. Over time, and you also get to decide whether you'll accept it or not. Yeah.
So you know.
I think there are times that I know, there are times that maybe I will not.
But okay, this comes so good. I can't believe I got myself into this.
What a smart guy.
What about you?
Yeah, I do know, like, when Ben is doing certain things because he has an end goal in mind. I have, like, nakujua hivi. Yeah, like, surely.
Like, you kupatana by surprise.
Iko.
Yeah, I think iko.
Yeah, so definitely.
Ile when you're having a bad day, shoulder to lean on.
Love bombing? Definitely. Maybe as soon as Feb.
Yeah. Is that a good thing or a bad thing, though? Like, especially in marriages, like now, because
I think for men, sex is a need, really, and the better it is, the more it will serve its purpose. Right. So and when you go for counseling, you're told, you know what, this is the strategy if you want to make it good. Do this, start early, blah blah blah, prepare. It doesn't just turn on like
marinate.
Marinate. So it's the marination. So it is good. It is good if, what is the opposite of it? The opposite is not getting a good thing, Yeah, so I wouldn't say it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Definitely. I agree with everything you said.
Go. You're next. Are we done with the questions?
Yeah, what's the difference between love bombing and being swept off your feet?
I think we touched on that. Yeah.
Does love bombing exist in your marriage? We've answered that.
Yeah.
If yes, how long did it take you to realize it is love bombing? To be honest, I'm quite slow when Shiro is doing something for me because she has an end goal. I'm quite slow to understand that she's doing that. She's so good at it.
I think it's a whole man thing.
Yeah, you guys are slow. Catch on.
Like
Sometimes I don't know whether it's the timing.
Like I understand something.
Like, you would never judge Samson.
For this sharing all these secrets. Like sometimes I don't see this.
I think for men it's because we've been so conditioned to be done for things, right? So that when the ladies do it, like now as a marination, as we are putting it comes out as that is their all. They're supposed to do it. So you don't click that. But for us, it clicks for them because it is not normal for guys to be doing this and that. So when they do it, it's like something is cooking. So.
But I also say I think for sure is that she's very self-aware, and her being self-aware sometimes makes her know me more sometimes in some areas that I don't know myself. So because of my lack of self-awareness in some areas, I do not understand when she's doing, like, maybe my mind is still on other things instead of understanding my immediate environment and what's really happening.
Do you have a particular example?
That's of the things that she's made me do.
Of like maybe love bombed you and you felt like hapa nimepatwa a good one. Like you felt in the trap.
Sometimes it's actually in the simple things. In very simple things. Like she would wake up and she knows that maybe in the afternoon she wants to go shopping. And I have no intention of taking her and I don't want to take her. But there's a way I will
marinate you that whole morning.
And I'll end up striking a deal. Ndakupeleka. Tuko hapo kwa fitting room. I think I like the green one. I think the green one was better.
How did you get yourself in that?
Do you know how I got myself? It's like the Illuminati. It's like I didn't know that I was going deeper. So that happens. That happens. So it does exist in my marriage. And how long did it take you to realize it's love bombing after I've committed to whatever she wants me to do?
Yeah. I think it does exist, as we've said before. I think the good thing is that, and maybe this is a privilege, I think all of us on this table enjoy, that we can trust our partners have good intentions. So even if you're being love bombed, like there is no way this person could be ill-intentioned towards me. So it's kind of like you take it in stride. And I said, maybe it's a privilege. We enjoy that. Not all relationships enjoy.
You've given it a space in your marriage. Like
it's allowed.
When I could do
there's
a seat for it.
But when it's too much,
that's
exactly.
100.
And again, I know I'm cognizant of that. Not all relationships can hold a seat for such as
and
space.
Something that is very, very keen to note is that we are talking like this because we are people who have recognized that this is love bombing. But in many relationships, the person does not even know they are being love bombed.
Especially men.
Yeah. So I think I do know it, and sometimes I do enjoy it. As Jeff has said, it has like a seat there.
So
is that all?
If your partner does you wrong and trying to make up for it, if your partner does you wrong and he's trying to make up for it, they do all the things that you like, you love, do you consider that love bombing?
I mean, how?
No.
Because the end goal, I don't think you want forgiveness. If you're sorry alone is not enough. Sorry always has to be accompanied by actions, right? So and sometimes there are people who are in a relationship, there are people who are very hard to forgive, right? So you have to keep on until you ask, what more do you want me to do so that you can forgive me? So I think
is this normal for somebody to be able to, do things in a relationship?
I don't know why I was listening to, and someone was saying, apologize, make it right. No, apologize. And then after tumerudiana, that's when you can bring me the gifts and the...
Oh, no,
And
don't use the
and the-
gifts to make us come back together.
Yeah. And I didn't know if I agree. I still don't know if I agree or disagree with that
I think
train
you
of thought.
apologize, yeah.
Yeah, but they were saying, don't make it right using gifts. So you wait to irudiana, we are good, then now you can bring the
So what
gifts.
is that period? Because we've had this fight with you actually before. What is that period where
What do you mean?
I've apologized, but you're still in a funk?
At now, I think what they were alluding to, if I remember correctly, was you wait for that funk to end. No, don't bring the flowers at that point.
Okay.
Don't come home with the flowers.
And there's somebody
Actually, don't come with the
there's somebody
flowers
who needs
when you
those
want
flowers at that
to
time.
accept the apology. So I didn't know if I agree with that or not. I don't know. Because they were like, you wait until now we are good. Because now the flowers feel like you're buying my forgiveness, sort of.
But is that the same case when the lady's asking for forgiveness from the guys?
Say what?
Or like say you've done something wrong to me,
Yeah.
and you tell me sorry.
Yeah.
Most of the times I'm expected to. You have said sorry.
Yeah.
My funk shouldn't be
If
there.
it should end.
Quickly.
Like my
quickly,
funk
yeah,
should
yeah.
never exist.
That's unrelated, guys. We're talking about the gifts. We're talking about the gifts. The gifts. So if someone brought the gifts as a way of making peace,
Yeah,
is that being love bombed?
it's being love bombed, but it's cute.
Yeah.
Love, as we've said, love bombing is not necessarily a bad thing. It's a good thing. It depends on what. It's a good thing sometimes. Sometimes it's a bad thing. Sometimes it's a good thing.
It can carry you through the times that the
Yeah.
love will be dry. Dry season of love is there, so you better take it.
Idea. Yes. In your experience and your opinion, do you think proposals can be a form of love bombing? Proposals.
Yeah, there are
Yes.
people who overdo it, man. They go on top of Mount Everest and and put their
What if Nidema Meitisha,
Yeah, because I know there are ladies who
who
actually
ask
that's
for
what
the
they want.
world?
Then that is not a
then it's
proposal.
the lady
That's proposal.
love bombing.
Herself.
herself.
No, guy.
I see where
Are
you're
you
going.
guys?
No, let's follow it. Let's follow the money.
And especially
The
in
ladies
this case,
testing, yeah.
because I'm sure a small proposal, people don't consider that love bombing. People consider a small proposal, oh my God, that was so cute. That was so intimate. But what if somebody does a grand gesture of a proposal? Is that love bombing?
That can be love bombing.
Yeah.
It's where you think because you've done this grandiose stuff, and of course, proposal is such an intimate thing. It's also it's also something that a lot of people look up to,
Yes.
both men and women look forward to. You expect now this lady to love you.
It's the same as a big grand wedding. So you feel like walking out of that relationship is harder because like,
You did.
Good.
I did this
you,
big.
You did this
Ulinipea
big, man.
harusi kubwa.
Yeah, there were 1,000 people.
Yeah.
1,000 camels were
Meeting
slaughtered.
A very different person who was not the same kind of person.
But what if I want that thing? Maybe I want a helicopter. Written my name as it written, will you marry me, as it's flying across. Is that still love
Is
bombing?
that what you wanted?
No, I'm asking.
Yeah.
Is that still love bombing?
If it is what
If
you want,
it's
Aye,
what
aye.
I want.
If that's what you want, then it's not love bombing. That's
that's what you
love.
want.
Okay.
That's what
Love bombing is when I'm doing this big thing in a special way because I want you not to say no.
But
Oh,
also-
you're
but-
leaving me with no choice. So like someone who proposes at like a restaurant.
Yes.
Where you find me,
Yes.
we're not in a place where we can get married.
Yes.
But also it could also be from a point of, is that something that you are also quote unquote familiar with? Because you could be somebody who has never even seen nothing, and then you've gone, you want that helicopter in Amsterdam, then in a point it can become love bombing there in the middle, But if it is, I've been to Amsterdam, but I've been exposed to all these things, and that is now what I want. It's not a big deal.
But it's your first time.
But if it's your first time, and then
I think love bombing is just like simping with a negative result at the end. Like you want to use it for manipulation. You're simping for manipulation.
you're keeping that card
Yes.
to be released some later on in
That's a
marriage.
nice, simple definition. Simping for manipulation.
I don't know if I would call it simping. Okay. But anyway, I get what you mean. All right. Do you think Valentine's Day being one day of 365 pushes the love bombing narrative? Would you rather your partner buys you roses and takes you for dinner once a month, but forgets about Valentine's Day? Or would you rather a huge Valentine's Day expense and maybe dinner once every quarter?
I think I'd go with the first.
Take me to dinner once a month, but forget Valentine's Day.
Yeah, like the no Valentine's pressure. Probably it's from experience of staying with someone for a while.
For a while. Does it get to you like when you see, like even for me, I'm not a Valentine's person.
You're not a Valentine's girly.
I'm not. But once I see people are posting Valentine's, I'm always like, mbona hujaniwish Valentine's? Mbona hujanipangia kitu Valentine's?
Yeah, that peer pressure can come along.
Yeah.
And we will unpack that.
Because I would prefer you, like just like Rachel, you buy me roses and you take me to dinner once a month, but forget about Valentine's
But I think
Day.
I will get comforted, even if there's no grandiose act on Valentine's, that, I mean, we are having special moments from time to time. So it just happens that February 14th
It's love day.
is love day. But I mean, on 13th, we had a cozy picnic
Yeah.
that you prepared, and well, hopefully I wasn't love bombed over that, but but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like
Hey, me plan something around 14th. Take me out every month, but your Valentine's season, fanya kitu pia.
They might love
Ni wish kitu, like
one of those conspiracy theories.
That's-
Valentine's was just created there by capitalists.
Make money.
For money. I don't like it.
For you guys, would you rather?
I'd rather the
First one as well.
Yeah, first one.
You?
First one as well.
Valentine's. Hey.
You think it's commercialized?
It is commercial.
It is. 100%. Look at me. I'm saying I want something. Go, Jeff.
In this or other relationship, how long does it take you to determine that your partner's behavior is love bombing and not their norm? What does that do to trust?
I think, as we said earlier, we've held a seat for love bombing in a way. And I think it's because I trust Ben's intention. I trust that he would not love bomb me to manipulate me.
to get you to sign
be,
off the
yeah.
property.
Yeah.
And
Or
the
to go be a
air.
nasty guy or have a second family. I don't think that's who he is.
But I have a second family.
You know, there are people.
Jared. You guys, you subscribe.
Shut up. Jeff?
There
are people?
I know people who when they start love bombing, you can go with the question, umefanya nini? What have you done? You know, you just know this person has messed up, and he knows the word is gonna get to you either way.
Yeah.
And now they are starting early preparation,
Yeah.
so that when you get the news, you're already showered with love, so that you whisk it
Iko
away.
sawa. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What was the question?
The question, you've answered the question. In
Yeah.
this or other relationship, how long does it take you to determine that your partner's behavior is love bombing and not their norm? What does
That do to trust.
yes?
Mine takes a while before I realize it's actually love bombing. Trust, I still trust her because I know the intentions will not are not to harm me, but to give me a future and hope. Like the intentions are not bad,
Yeah.
but I'm a bit slow to notice that it's love bombing.
For you?
A box kasamaki.
For you guys?
I don't even know.
You still haven't found out if you're being love bombed or not.
Oh my goodness.
I just enjoy.
Yeah, go with the vibes.
Enjoy myself.
Nikionyesha mapenzi, good.
Yes.
Hey, man, we shut that part of the brain. So
Yeah.
quickly. But let's have you
because
notice-
again, I think it is good. It feels good to be love bombed, and also it doesn't happen every day.
Yeah.
So when it happens, you just go with the flow.
Yeah.
You enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
Usianze kus-
Una umefanya nini?
no, man. You enjoy the moment and move on. Yeah.
Okay. Should I go to the next question?
Yeah.
What is the most painful thing about love bombing in marriages? Is it A, it affects the trust between you two? And B, if this person can do all the things I love, why don't they just do it all the time?
What's A?
It affects the trust between you two. And B, if this person can do all the things I love, why don't they just do it all the time?
So this is effects of love bombing on marriages.
The most
What's the
painful.
most painful thing about love bombing in marriages?
I think it's B for me. Like I would want for you to be able to keep that up for, yeah,
All the time.
all the time, or every day,
Fresh
every
bouquet
day.
of roses.
But remember the
Don't
first.
live in a bachelor, but they're just fresh.
I remember the first question Jeff asked that he had, and it was like, "What's the hardest thing that makes love
Expensive,
bombing
yeah.
unsustainable?" I think, yeah,
I think for me, yes, we would love for our partners to do for us these things every day.
Yeah.
But I mean, there is also life.
Yeah.
There is finances that need to be taken care of. There is a baby that is crying,
Yeah.
his lungs
We have
out.
a work project
There is a
somewhere.
house, there is a house that is just untidy. I mean,
And there's a house manager who's just left.
yes. So as much as we like that princess treatment or
it's not.
prince
It's not
treatment,
practical.
it's not practical.
Yeah.
Yeah. So more or less like you have to put it on a timetable. That this season is the time. This is the time for love bombing. This is the time for this.
You guys are actually thinking like so seriously. Yes, you just give us that princess treatment all the time. Imagine mkijikaza, you can.
And then we get the
Mkijikaza.
treatment all the time. You know?
Oh, so you're doing it. You're love bombing to get something with an end goal in mind.
Kulishwa. Naishi kama paka.
Mnanitafuta na mimi niko sawa.
Is love bombing exclusive? Have we answered that question?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
think
think
we
so.
have.
Okay. Is love bombing exclusively for men, or can women love bomb as well?
We
I asked that
we asked,
question. I
yeah,
asked
we
that
asked that question. Clearly, it's women who are love bombed more.
Yeah, but
right?
women can also love bomb.
Do
Me,
you think?
I think,
Yeah.
I don't know whether it was, maybe, I think love bombing is not love bombing when you know. Like
You
you're
think?
being-
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think it is love bombing when you know you're being love bombed. Because I wanted to say I have been, but the person who was, showering with me with gifts, loving me through, I wasn't feeling her, So me, I was just there enjoying the gifts, but
So that's love. So you are being love bombed.
You are being love bombed.
Yeah.
but
That
I knew
that
I
chick
was
wanted you.
yes,
Oh, okay.
yes,
Uh.
or rather,
Wanted a relationship.
I'd given her the signs, just enough signs for her to feel like I'm also into this. And now she was going all
Way
in.
too deep.
Yeah, all in.
So you were both manipulating each other because you also given her small signs.
That's why I'm saying.
So ni puagu
That's why.
anapata
That's why I don't know. I don't know.
Puagu weds puaguzi.
So I don't know whether her intention were negative.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I don't know. Because maybe she was just trying to sweep me off my feet. And me, I'm here. I've already read 1
Sign.
+ 1 and
Yeah.
I'm just enjoying the moment.
Yeah.
Women can love bomb too, and it's actually pretty common than maybe you might imagine, because we've had women who can support a lifestyle of somebody because eventually they would want to have this guy all to themselves. They will pay for
Fair
their bills.
point.
They will support their rap career.
Their budding rap
They
career.
buy grills.
Grills.
For them, all this in return or in hopes that maybe this guy will like me. Or will love me. Yeah, so women can love bomb too.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
crazy.
Agreed. All right. Let's do this one. Assume you're not married and you're out in the streets. If someone was to love bomb you today, what would they need to do to win you over? And what are your love bombing weaknesses, blind spots, so to speak?
Yeah.
How long do you think they would need to love bomb you to win you over?
How long?
That feels like giving somebody a bullet.
Yeah.
Shoot me on the
Yeah. So, if someone was to love bomb you today, what would they need to do to win you over? Me just tag on my emotions.
Oh, really?
Yeah, tag on my emotions.
How long?
Just enough. Just tag on those emotions long enough.
A week?
I don't want to put a timeline,
Okay, no,
but
no, but-
yeah, give me my emotions. What are your love bombing weaknesses? I don't want to imagine, like, even if I would be out in the streets, can I still have my son? So if you tag on my son, that's a blind spot for me. So yeah.
What's that for me? I don't know, man. Maybe just like believe in the cause that I'm believing in or whatever I'm doing.
Or like vision.
Yeah.
I believe in your potential.
Yeah, I know. I told you bought the deep. I guess that. I don't know if that falls under words of
So comes to your concerts, produces, like,
no, like just
shares your content.
support, like just support whatever I'm doing. If at that time I'm into beekeeping, like you really have to believe that.
Okay.
Best beekeeper in the world, you know.
That's going to really win you over.
Yeah.
How long?
I don't want to say a week because I look cheap, so I won't disclose that.
Even you're not putting a timeline.
I know my value, guys. I know my value.
For you guys?
I think I'd go with also what Ben has said. Yeah, like there's so many undone things in my bucket list. Yeah. So if you'd come and promise me,
I'm going to help you. I see it in you.
Yeah.
I just book those flights of the places I want to go that I've saved on my Instagram that I have collaborated with my husband, but he doesn't see. If I add you as a collaborator and you start acting on it,
You're done. Okay.
How long?
A split second.
You'll be done. Bye. For you, Jeb?
Just to believe in me. Yeah.
Hey, you guys.
Yeah, believe in me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because vision for me, I think, is one of the most important things for me. That whatever I want to do, I will achieve it, whether it takes 100 years.
Yep.
It's gonna come to pass. So finding somebody who believes in that, I think.
Yeah.
You guys are affirming the narrative, which is a good narrative.
Yeah.
That a man needs a woman who can support their vision,
100%.
and they'll be lethal.
Absolutely.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's hard to find a woman
It's hard
who
to
can
find.
support,
So in this day and
women want
age.
it
Yeah.
there and there in split seconds.
Yeah.
You know, like he has said.
She'll be bye.
I keep making this joke with Shiro that she bought the dip, and that means that it's like when you buy shares of a company when it's really
Low.
at the lowest
Yeah.
point, because now eventually the value goes up and
Yeah.
the shares become super.
And actually, love bombing is based on the pap. The pap. Because when you want gift, they're there. When you want love, it's there.
Yeah.
So
When you want the time,
it's there.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what love bombing is
Yeah.
based.
Yeah.
But the shares are too expensive at that point. You can't afford them. It's like people who bought shares for Apple like back in '97.
But now they're
And now
reaping
they're-
big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why we're telling you, buy shares at Joyride.
Who's next? It's you.
Okay. In this or another relationship, have you ever felt that your partner was trying to win you over excessively? How did you communicate about it? In this or another relationship, have you ever felt that your partner was trying to win you over excessively? How did you communicate about it?
in other relationships, yes, I've noticed when somebody's really trying to
Doing the
win
most?
over. Yeah, like it was evident. Like people would say it, my friends would point it out. Maybe
Did you communicate or ghost?
ghost. What do you mean communicate? I don't want to hurt her.
Bad manners.
Ama you just evade.
Yeah.
Like you never bring that up. You don't talk about it. You don't bring it's like I don't want it to be held against me, so I will also not lead you on to that direction. Even though I know everything that you're doing is trying to get me to that. Yeah.
Okay.
I was a people pleaser at that time, but I've unpacked that. I know my worth. Yeah. It's crazy. I had nilikuwa na mizigo.
For you guys?
Jeff, you can go first. Have you ever felt that your partner was trying to win you over excessively? And how did you communicate about
I
it?
think I just communicated that. Yeah, I have.
I don't want the gifts.
Yes, the gifts were there. Their time was there. And did I communicate? I think the thing just fizzled out. I think maybe I could put it as ghosting, something. And we've never communicated since.
What about you, Shiro?
I think for me, I realized it was love bombing way later. In a
relationship.
yeah. And at that time, I don't think I had the tools to communicate properly. So I just went along, waiting for the relationship to end. And so when it ended, I said a huge hallelujah. Like, unajua ile unatoka relationship, unakimbia, never looking back.
You're happy.
Yeah. I wish I had the tools then.
Wanawake mnatakanga nini?
You know?
I've done that. Unataka.
Unataka nini?
Yeah.
You know, Shiro is such a corporate communicator that she's even saying I lacked the tools. Like, what did you do? Speaker? What did you
I wasn't able to effectively communicate that this is, you don't even have the grasp, because I think love bombing has always been there, but it's just now that the word has become more popular and people now understand what it is, but then you don't really understand. You just know something is off, but you don't know how to. That's what I mean by tools to effectively communicate. Yeah.
There's anyway, that is off the record. This one.
Wait, have you answered?
No, I think I walked out of the relationship.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Okay.
You just told him this is
Kwaheri.
Yeah.
She's normally direct like that.
Oh, really? It's like, have you ever heard of Sniper turned into a Kali?
That's where we are right now.
In your marriage or previous relationship, have you stayed in a relationship longer than you should have because every time you wanted to leave, you were love bombed?
A big yes.
Yeah, I have.
Nah, that never kept me back.
Hey, if I'm out, I'm out. Bye.
For some reason, people who have love bombed me, I wasn't interested. Okay, so when they I was just wishing that they could step away and make it easier for me to
say bye.
To say bye, you know. So,
but come to think about it, actually, I have been in a relationship where that made it harder for me to leave because they would always bring up something emotional.
They would tug on your heartstrings.
Yeah. So oh my God. Even me, I'm injured. Deeply, I'm hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was hard. Some were easier.
Yeah.
Some were harder, especially because of the period of time that you have dated. So you feel like they guilt trip you on. So you're just going to throw away 2 years
of our relationship and we can work this out.
Yeah. COVID did not happen. So you just say, I mean, you can throw away a 2020. So yeah, that has happened.
Yeah. All right, I think we've come to the end of the episode. Did you guys have fun?
I did.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I've
Retrieving
learned.
files.
Yeah, I've retrieved files. I never thought I would.
Fourth floor, the corner office, basement.
I've learned new things about my spouse.
Oh,
Really?
Wow. There's
And the love should be strong even after this, after the new things that you've learned. Utaongea hapo nje.
Serious.
Wow, but thank you.
Thank you,
Shall we
guys.
practice love bombing after?
Jeff said there's a seat.
Yeah, there's a seat for
Ikizidi
it.
I
sana.
think after this, we can create a joint account for love bombing.
Yeah.
It can get expensive.
Yeah.
I told you guys, joyride is going to refresh marriages. You know?
Yeah, and I think one thing that we didn't say, and I think I want you guys to speak about it, is that the businesses that you do, and I think it would be a good place to plug them. You're actually here in Nairobi for the farmers market. Maybe you could quickly plug that in before we end the episode.
I'll go on and plug in what I do, which is I'm a beekeeper, so and a farmer in general. So I sell honey, which is a bee product, coffee. We are coffee farmers. I sell coffee as well. Lemongrass, which spices your tea and your food.
Yeah.
Sim. Yeah.
That's
Just,
amazing.
Any farming product.
Yeah.
I think we also run a company, a digital marketing company, RMM Africa, which does all PR, digital PR, and the rest.
Yeah, so I think that's it. If you
Training?
Of course, I do train. I currently stopped working on my employment terms, and I now train people. I just wrapped up all my career experiences. Like, I'm not gonna die with my career experience.
Yeah.
Let me train people about how I've been creating content for other brands,
Yeah.
their PR stuff online, how to show up, and all that. So if anyone is interested in the masterclasses, they can always hop in.
Amazing.
Check me out, Thriving Mama, or you should go through Present Fatherhood as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Thank you, guys. We had a blast. We are so happy that you honored our invite, and we will honor yours once you
Yeah.
call us. We'll be happy to come.
Definitely.
There is the train.
Yeah.
It takes 24 hours.
Yeah.
There is the bus.
That takes 9 hours.
Yeah.
And then there is the plane. You can land. Like we land
At 45
in 45 minutes.
We drive. I
The
love
choice
driving.
is yours.
I love driving.
We'll be happy to come. Thank you so much, Joyriders. We hope you enjoyed this episode. We'll see you guys on episode 3.
Bye.
Adios.
Nashukuru pale nimetoka, kushukuru mimi sitachoka.